This is Danielle Mitchell with Average Black Girl, and welcome to my channel. Today, I just want to talk to you guys about just a revelation. I just want to give some chit chats, and as I'm learning and getting revelations, I want to share them with you guys as well. And so, this has everything to do about social media, understanding your boundaries, knowing your feelings, and listening to them, right? I think we're just in a world where we don't want to kind of admit that we have feelings. We don't want to admit when situations could turn problematic or have an issue, and we just don't say anything. So I'm going to show you an example of what I went through with one of my friends and how I not only I feel like saved the friendship, but I saved my sanity and my productivity. So for those of you that don't know, I have a lot going on right now. I have canceled all of my contracts, so the large lump sums of money that was coming in is no longer coming in for my business at this moment through the consulting stream. So I am pivoting where I am trying to sell courses, group coaching, just things that allow me to sell more and scale up without having to physically be there or employ a bunch of contract workers and things like that. I want to really focus on being more consistent with you guys on YouTube, right? And having dope videos on Instagram and consistent content on LinkedIn and Pinterest and all of that. And to be completely honest, I was doing all of that for my clients that I was neglecting my brand. And at the end of the day, when all those contracts were ending or being canceled and stuff, all that I have left is my brand, and I want to make sure that I don't miss my beat and I don't miss my bigger blessings that are coming with me being consistent with my brand. So one of the things that I got going on is, now if you're on LinkedIn, if you Google Average Black Girl, like, there is a company page that actually has content, and I'm just doing more consistently. Like daily, I'm sharing tips and being that useful marketing genius that I am and letting people know about it. So that's one thing. So that means that I'm looking for a job. So I'm in the process of interviewing. I've actually had 4 interviews so far in the last 7 days, and so I'm going through those processes. I feel really good. I'm having positive energy. I will definitely let you guys know how that goes once I have, signed on the dotted line and we are here moving forward and things are a go. I don't really like talking about things when there's just a work in process, because it could, sometimes not turn out. Things could change. You may think something's happening really well and then it doesn't. So I'd rather just kind of slow my roll. I interview very well. I can communicate and articulate my skill sets very well. I have these brands that showcase that I have engagement and followers, and I know what I'm doing. So just, if you are prayerful, please say a prayer for me. Send me positive vibes, positive sprinkle dust. Whatever you do, please do. But that's what I got going on. So that's what I've been dealing with professionally for the month of July. And then comes this situation. So one of my friends, a really good friend, we went to college together, just a great friend, right? Without getting into too much detail, because I'm not going to say who he is, but we hung out around the 4th, and we crept up the friend zone a little bit, right? Mutually, we did. We crept up the friend zone. And so, to be completely honest, I think that he's an amazing person. Obviously, for him to be considered my friend, I don't hang out with bums or people that are horrible people. So I am into it. There's definitely a connection, and those are hard to come by. The fact that there was like no trying in a connection, like, yes, like the kissing is like magical, all the whole 9, right? But we didn't really, but we never really had a conversation about, like, are you involved with somebody? Am I involved with somebody? Where is this going? Do you, like, what are your intentions? What's up? Like, we didn't have any of that, right? And so A week passed, and then we had a conversation, and we sat down and we agreed that although there is connection, that not at this time. Now, we had a conversation, and if he approaches me one more time, then that means that it's a go. But just taking a step back, gonna, go back to our corners and kind of just chill and just kind of process and leave it alone, right? Back to the friend zone is where we both agreed, right? So now it's back to day-to-day work. So I am, applying for jobs, trying to build my brand, go on other dates, just enjoying my summer, right? And I'm noticing that every day, and this is how you know it's affecting me, I'm noticing that every day he's checking my Instagram stories in the afternoon between 12 and 1:40 p.m. He's checking them, so during his lunch break or whatever. And then he's checking them in the evening around 9 o'clock, 9:40, he's checking them. And with your stories, you can see like who looks at it, which is different than just scrolling on your regular Instagram feed. And for me, it was bothering me because then I would see it and then I would think about him, oh, I wonder what he's up to, I hope he's doing well, or just kind of having flashbacks. It's just not healthy for someone that is not my man, and we are actively not trying to do that at this moment. And yes, some people be like, oh my God, that's so petty or whatever, but it's not, because it's affecting me, and I care most about protecting my peace. And I didn't want to unfriend him or block him or anything crazy like that. That's still my friend. I don't think that there's any reason to do that. I feel like there's levels, but that is affecting. So I hit him and I just sent a little text hey, can you just, your online presence has definitely increased since we crossed that friendship line. Can you go back? Can you just go back for a little bit to how you were before? Because I just don't want to get confused, right? You're saying one thing, but your actions are different. Your actions are saying something else. The way you look at me when I see you in public, the way you're kind of hovering around me in public. Well, because we went to school together, so we see each other lots of times at just random events. Plus, it's Chicago, summertime shy. All the Black millennials are at the same place, right? And now I'm seeing that you're in my presence, and so you're basically in my world every day, and I just don't want to come and start developing feelings or anything that's inappropriate, right? And he was he said received, thanks, and that possibly could have hurt his feelings, but again, I said it's super respectful. I did the sandwich method where you give good news or compliment, talk about the bad thing, and then you end it with something good as well. So I did, all the tools that I know to properly communicate, but the main thing is, one, I wasn't scared to have that difficult conversation. Two, I advocated for myself. Again, I care about me first and foremost. Protecting my space is very important. I cannot be off my Richter when I have two things that are very important to me that are super critical, right? I want my brand to continue to grow, and this is the critical point for it. We're in that 3-year mark, and I need to get some secure employment soon, so that I can continue to live life and do what I want to do. I want to hire a PR person, and so I'm in the process of budgeting that. I want to pay off debt. I'm going to start doing and getting into the investment property world, and so all of that is banking on me doing these two things super well. And so I just have a lot riding on it, and had to realize it's not just social media. What social media was to our parents in that last generation is different here. Social media does matter, and it is a part of our world. When people wake up, they are checking social media. When people are on lunch, they're checking social media. Before people go to sleep, they're checking social media. It matters. It's okay to admit that. Be open with that. I feel like me communicating with that, one, was empowering, because anything that is less than what I want, less than the goal of moving towards marriage and moving towards my happiness and what I want, I don't receive it. I say no. And it's not that these people are bad. It's just that my 23-year-old self was there. My 23-year-old self was dating this football player, and we were going on a date. I was in Orlando, Florida. We were going on a date. And what happened was this. This is my 23-year-old self. I met at his house. We were like watching TV or something, kind of just chilling, getting ready to go to the movies. He had a phone call and stepped out to the balcony. Now, he was on the phone a little too long, right? Like, you can have a phone call, cool. But this was like disrespectful, borderline too long. What I should have done was grabbed my stuff, my purse and things, and left and said, forget this. I don't stand for this. You don't respect me. The level that you're giving me of attention, of priority, is not what I'm looking for, is not what I'm going to take, and move on. And if he came back, great. It would come back at a higher level. But the person that I'm receiving right now, that's low level, and I don't deserve that, and that doesn't serve me. 30-year-old me has learned. So we had to, so if you're not going to give me what I want, then you don't still get to kind of be in my space in that level. I need you to kind of push back, and you don't get to take up headspace. That is for people that I am dating. That is for people that have decided that they want more than for me. That is for people that are pursuing me, not for people that are confused or not ready to pull the trigger or whatever that is. And so if he comes back, like we discussed, it's going to be at that higher level. And if he doesn't, that's fine. The present version of what he was presenting did not serve me, and I don't want that. It's not going to make me happy, and it's not going to give me my forever love, which is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to end my story, my revelation now. I hope this speaks to some people, but just know, if social media or people that you're dating, kind of not dating, have a crush or whatever, and it's too much, you're not overthinking it. You're not over emotional. It is a situation, and it is becoming a part of our everyday lives. And so I just wanted to kind of normalize that and hopefully give you the empowerment to have those difficult conversations that you need to have, and ultimately set boundaries with people and protect your peace, because that is ultimately the best thing that matters, your personal peace, so that you can go and be the most fabulous person that you can be. So I hope you like this video, love this chit chat. Comment down below if you have realized that, you know what, this isn't just social media, and that's okay. Hit that like button, bang that notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. All right, bye, Above Average crew. You've asked and now it's here. Go ahead and grab my free course, Turn Your Traffic into Cash. Everything you need to know to start monetizing your platforms. Are you ready to get the behind the scenes strategy of how I make money on blogging and social media? Grab this course that comes with a complimentary 2-week email sequence to get started strategizing how to start monetizing your website and social media platforms. Stop wasting your time on an endless search and grab this course where I give you all the information in a nice packaged online course. So go ahead and sign up now. You won't regret it. Link is in the description.